Welcome. I'm Jessica Lonnie Rich, host of Inspire You and Me. It's an inspirational show where we talk to people who are making a difference. Our theme is people who are passionate about their work. We meet Jun Tadiarca, a former mortgage broker who started a business making a food product he is passionate about. We visit an award-winning law enforcement official, Area Port of Honolulu Customs and Border Protection Mission Support Branch Chief, Cynthia Flading, and we're on the road to a fun street festival to meet one of the organizers, Jonathan Mack. And be sure to stay tuned for the Animal Lovers Clip of the Week. We'll have all that and more, and we'll be back right after this.
5914-777. Shoot-a-doo-wah. Who's got the best deals in Vegas around? Who's got the best job? Shoot-a-doo. Call 5914-777 today. Vacations Hawaii. Vacations Hawaii. Vacations Hawaii. Good luck, we go play. 5914-777 today. Good luck, we go play.
We are pleased to have as our special guest on the show an entrepreneur with an inspiring story, Jun Tadiarca. Jun?
Aloha.
Aloha, thank you so much for coming here.
Thank you, Jessica.
You have an inspiring story to tell us. You were a mortgage broker for a very long time, and then now you're an entrepreneur. Share with us about that transition.
I was a mortgage broker since early 2000. It's definitely a cycle. Sometimes you make money, sometimes you don't. We're on commission, so the grind is always ongoing. During the financial crisis in 2008, 2007, 2008, that's when everything kind of hit the ceiling, and that's also when I was affected by the financial crisis, both personally, financially, and that was also the time when I started really looking at is this it with life? Is this really what I want to do when I grow up? And I started to question it. And so I realized that I wanted to do more. I realized that as a mortgage banker, mortgage broker, I plateaued. During that time, also my current wife and I were trying to have a baby. And we actually went through several years of trying, and then we went through 3 trials of in vitro, unsuccessful. And so that took its toll both financially and personally. And then we ended up separating a few years later, and this was about 4 years ago. And that's also when I really went through a deep search of what I really wanted to do with my life.
4 years ago, you had this transition in your life, this painful experience in your life, even though you were friends. And you also said that you were dealing with weight loss at the time.
Yes.
As well.
So during my career in mortgage banking, when you're working in the office, I previously worked at a project. So I was very sedentary. I was there almost 8 hours, sometimes 10. And so I started neglecting my health. And truly, it's my own responsibility. I don't blame anybody. I take personal responsibility to everything that's happened in my past life. But I also needed to make a change because my doctor's been telling me you need to lose weight for 7 years, at least 10 pounds. And every time I went to visit him, I actually gained weight. So in the 8th year, he finally said, Jun, you're pre-diabetic, your liver count is off, and your blood pressure is bad. And I was pretty unhealthy.
I can't help but notice you're wearing Jun's awesome hot sauce. So tell us about how you got to where you are today.
It took a little time. So during my separation, I went to Thailand, and I was actually very lucky because my friends that lived there, they had businesses and restaurants, so they took me around to some of the best street food, family-style restaurants, fine dining restaurants that serve some of the best hot sauces. So 2 weeks there of eating, great food, great sauces, gave me the idea. I didn't realize until I finally decided that I wanted to do something different that hot sauce was going to be it. So I actually started tweaking the family recipe because my family's been making hot sauce since the Philippines. Wow. So the original recipe is actually from my grandparents. It's 5 ingredients that my mom took here when we came to Hawaii. And then from there, I decided I'm going to stick with the family recipe, 5 main ingredients, but celebrate Thailand and use 100% Thai chili. Use organic apple cider vinegar, sea salt, garlic, black pepper, and now, boom, we have Jun's awesome hot sauce.
Yeah. The important thing here, Jun, is that you are passionate about what you are doing. Your heart is in your job, right. And you have a message to other people as well about loving the work that you do.
Right. You definitely have to love the work that you do. I mean, even though I was ready to transition, I did give my love and effort and my all to every client that I serve, and also the company that I was working with. But there was a part of me that was searching for truly my calling. And I really had to dig deep. And I think because I was heavy, I was over 30 pounds overweight, I really needed to really cleanse the whole, my whole body and do a total transformation from my mind, from my body, my spirit, my heart. And what transformed and what came out of the cocoon is this really beautiful butterfly that wanted to promote and share love and happiness through hot sauce around the world.
So it's not just about the hot sauce. You have Jun's awesome message to go along with it.
It's about more. You definitely, first of all, you have to truly love who you are and what you represent. And I think that's where you actually arrive to what you want to do with your life. When you're going after money, it's not going to be the answer. But when you go after what you truly love, which this thing has, been part of my life for a long time. So I went back full circle to the thing that I love, which was food and beverage, which, actually this is served in different restaurants and families. But really, when you do what you love, it comes back to you in other ways. Yeah.
Jun, what an inspiring message you have. And there's also a book, Do What You Love and the Money Will Follow, and it sounds like it's following you. And in closing, what is it about Jun's awesome message about living your life to the fullest that you'd like to share?
Absolutely. I really believe that we are all awesome. We are all awesome people, awesome creatures, and all it takes is really hard work and effort to be the best that we can be. A lot of us, and I myself included, wanted the easy way out, but there's no really shortcut in really true happiness. You gotta really earn it as well. So working hard, going for your true passion, and doing the right thing and doing the true things that you love, that's the reward. That's really true happiness to me.
Jun, you have such an inspiring story, but what inspires you?
My inspiration are my family, especially mom and dad, and my dad. He was the one who brought us to America. And he had a dream for a better life for his family, and I want to celebrate him and make him proud and make my family proud. And not only that, I want to show as an example to the world that if you set your mind and your heart to achieving your dreams, you can accomplish it. And of course, with the help of a lot of people, but you can achieve your dreams.
And I'm happy for you that you have found your passion promoting Jun's awesome hot sauce and promoting love, aloha to the world. Thank you so much for being with us.
Jessica.
And it's really been a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much for the honor.
The law firm of Cronin Freed is proud to sponsor Inspire You and Me, a show about people in our community who are making a difference. I'm Rick Freed, and our law firm of 16 attorneys handles major injury cases, choosing to devote our considerable talent and staff to those injured people and victims for whom we can make a great difference. We hope that you will be inspired to follow your dreams and find your purpose.
We are really excited to have as our special guest on the show. She is the Mission Support Branch Chief for the Area Port of Honolulu Customs and Border Patrol, Cynthia Flading. Welcome, Cindy.
Thank you. Appreciate being here.
I want to congratulate you right off the bat for you won one of the top awards for the 35th Annual Law Enforcement and Security Awards Banquet by the Law Enforcement Security Coalition of Hawaii for your outstanding work in law enforcement. And I want to congratulate you because you are doing amazing work, and I'd like you to share with us the mission of the work that you're doing.
Sure. Customs and Border Protection grew from 9/11 when Customs originally was under Treasury, immigration people were under Department of Justice, and Homeland Security came about because of the terroristic threat and the attack. So we now handle both of those functions as well as the agriculture function. So our emphasis has really changed from drugs, not that we won't take a drug bust any day, but it's changed from drugs to terrorism. And we do our best basically to keep all of our borders, whether they're land borders, water borders like here or wherever, safe and sound from anybody trying to come in the country.
Cynthia, you have such a long history being involved in law enforcement. How did you first get involved?
I started in the 70s in law enforcement in Florida as a female police officer. And I say female because at that time there weren't many males. My girlfriend and I were the only two females in our class going through the academy. And I just loved it. I mean, it was always something I wanted to do. Don't ask me why, because my father was an investment banker and not anything to do with law enforcement. But it was always fascinating. And as I studied criminology and criminal justice, it was just kind of my field.
Now, when you were a police officer, what did you like best about your line of work? And then you transitioned into Customs and Border Patrol, and that is a huge responsibility to keep our borders safe from terrorism, especially since September 11th. So how did you make that transition?
It was a long time coming. I was also in private security in between both my federal and my municipal career. So it's just all kind of part of the same thing. I mean, that's what we do, is we keep people safe, whether we're in municipal law enforcement or doing what I'm doing. I was in uniform for Customs and Border Protection, or for U.S. Customs initially, and then I went into the office. I've been in the office now for quite a while doing all the support functions, mostly the finances and budget, logistics, procurement. So basically the troops can do what they have to do, and we get everything for them and take care of their own needs, their benefits, their pay, and they do the job out on the field.
And so your day-to-day, when you were a police officer, quite frankly, you're putting your life on the line every day, and yet you enjoy being in safety and security and protecting us, the general public.
Definitely, definitely. And I think for women, you know, career-wise, it's a very different career. It was certainly in the 70s. Mm-hmm. And now you see more and more women, and it's a great thing, because who says women can't do law enforcement? You know, it's what you want to do with your life. And if I want to do something worthwhile in my career, then that seemed to be the right one to choose.
There are so many sensitive issues right now happening in the world. What is your biggest challenge?
Just keeping up with the technology. We get new technology in day after day after day, and some of it we don't even know what's coming. We don't know what it is. There's so much in the way of biometrics that's changed, how we try to process, like you said, the passengers coming in legally and the U.S. returning citizens, and to make that process so expedited. Everything's going towards electronics, so that has been a real challenge, to keep the agency in what we think they need, buying the equipment, getting it out there for them.
Are criminals getting smarter? With high technology?
Yeah, definitely, I think. And it's just a different element, too. You know, when I fought crime in the 70s, it was so different. It was, a burglary or an attempted theft. Now things are just a lot more serious, I think, the type of crime that we see. And even Hawaii has changed over the years in the type of crimes you see. So I think it's just, you have to keep up with the times and develop methods to counteract what you're trying to fight.
Your area covers so many different departments. Can you share with us some of them?
We do. Customs and Border Protection really does an excellent job. We're at the airport, we're at the seaport. We also oversee Guam and Saipan. So it's a pretty spread out kind of function, certainly for my area port director to keep up with.
Cynthia, what inspires you?
Mostly other people inspire me, but I think one of the things is to just, there's so many problems and so many things that you could be involved in or work at and try to make better on a local level, on a worldwide level. But if you just kind of take care of your own little piece of the world and make all that better, then it kind of filters out from there. So I think just, staying within my area of expertise and making that good, and then hopefully it spreads.
Now, your husband was also involved in law enforcement. Tell us a little bit about him, and I especially want to highlight his legacy.
He was the security director for Liberty House stores in Hawaii, so he would travel to the neighbor islands a lot. He worked out of the Ala Moana store, and he had great stories. He had celebrities coming to the store all the time. He had different kinds of people trying to steal from the store that there was always a story attached. So that was his life, and he loved it. He passed away a number of years ago, and to do something for him is how the bobsledding scholarship started, and this whole interaction with the group that gave me the award. To see someone that wants to go into our field do well in it and maybe just get a little extra monetary boost to help them along.
So there is the bobsledding Scholarship Award to encourage other young people, people who, or even for anybody basically, who wants to go into law enforcement. You have this as his legacy, and what a wonderful legacy it is to continue to support law enforcement and in the process basically keep our community safe.
I think he'd be happy to know that he was helping somebody along that wanted to be in the field, because if you want to be in the field, there's plenty of work and good things you can do.
And speaking of good things you can do, you also serve on a number of boards, and you also like giving back to the community as well. And I think this is one of the many reasons to get the award that you got was called the Elwood J. McGuire Award, one of the highest awards in law enforcement in the state of Hawaii. And your years of experience, your years of dedication to law enforcement and keeping us, the general public, safe is certainly, they made a good choice in that.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
In closing, what is it about you and your life and your work that you'd like us to know about you that you haven't already shared?
Good question. I think that I do a lot of other things beside what's related to work. One of my passions is to work at the cat sanctuary on Lanai, and I will be going there shortly again for the 10th anniversary. 600 cats. We're trying to keep cats and all the native birds, which is really important as well, keep them safe. So that's something outside of work, totally different than work, but I just think it's a great thing to make these cats not be feral, have homes, and keep the birds safe.
Thank you, Cindy, so much for everything you're doing, not just in our community, but in the world. And thank you so much for protecting us, the people of Hawaii. And again, I commend you on everything that you're doing at your job and especially here.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Unique, majestic, inspiring. Hawaii's hidden gem on the windward side. Just a short scenic drive will take you to one of the most extraordinary locations in the world. We specialize in conferences, meetings, retreats, business functions, social events, and off-premise catering. Delectable cuisine, stunning panoramic views, and excellence in first-class service. Let Ko'olau Ballrooms and Conference Center make your event a memorable experience.
We're excited. We're here tonight with Jonathan Mack, the event organizer. The name of your event is?
Hallowbaloo.
And Jonathan, how many years have you been doing this?
So I can't take the full credit for Hallowbaloo. My business partner, Mark was the creator of the event, and we came in partnership with him 4 years ago. So this is the 12th year of the event. So we've been producing this festival together for maybe a third of its lifetime. So we're very honored. So it's me, Jonathan Mack, Mark Tyrone, the creator, and Mike Galmichi. So 3 of us are the partners that have the opportunity to bring people together in Hawaii for Halloween and creativity, music, arts, food, craft beer, and just living in the moment.
And I read on your website that part of your whole organizing the event tonight is to also have fun.
We bring people together to experience life, and it's all about having fun. Like, moments in life are not special if you're not being happy in the moment. And I think this is one of those special events that happen once a year that bring people of all creeds, races, cultures, ages, as you start to see already, sexual identities, cultural identities, like, to come together in one place and be in the moment.
Now, Jonathan, is this your daughter?
Yeah. Yes.
Hi, Kaya.
Hi.
You are so cute. You must be really happy tonight.
Yeah, really happy. I've never been here before. This is like my first time.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
You must be really proud of your daddy.
Yeah, super proud.
How old are you?
6.5.
6.5. You look just like your daddy, too.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Jonathan, tell us about some of the groups that are people that are here tonight.
It's so much to talk about. We have 12 different food vendors bringing different delicacies from Hawaii. We always support local. On our stage, we got Tavana headlining. We got Paul Isaac, amazing soulful reggae singer from the countryside. We got amazing DJs. We got like DJ Annette, D Wizard, Happer Boy. We got a costume contest. We got a drag show that's supported by Scarlet Hawaii. We got over 30 different craft beers from Kona Brewing and Anheuser-Busch and different seltzers. We got all the different radio groups. Like, this is one of the few events where all the different radio groups in Hawaii come together. Each of them represent their own stage. So that's the iHeart Media stage over there in the corner. We got a Summit Media stage. We got the Ohana stage. Where do I go on?
Well, I'll tell you what, I have a question for you. The name of our show is Inspire You and Me. What inspires you?
So there's something special. Some people are artists. Some people are singers and performers. For me, my canvas is a place to bring people together. So it's inspirational for me to actually give people opportunity to come together and give them an experience. That's to me my craftsmanship, my artistry. So you could come here, experience food, music, the arts, the culture, and just an amazing group of people that want to have fun and be in costumes. And to be honest with you, I think probably the biggest highlight at the end of the night is going to be people watching.
Thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful time tonight.
Thank you for the time and the opportunity, and I hope you get to inspire more people.
What is the name of your food?
The Portuguese foods. They're not Portuguese, the Portuguese foods. In other words, we take foods and we do whatever we want with it.
Wow.
You know, so like you eat chicken, we make chicken with an S. Yeah, so we're always having fun.
Tell us about some of the food here.
Well, this is normally a grilled ahi belly because we are a seafood company as well. So we save the bellies and then we grill it. This is our newest popular one, which is the Bruce Lee fried rice. It's actually a lihimui and sriracha. We presented it for the Rice Fest, this past one, and when we normally do special events, we always bring out one product just for that event, and then we stop. But we did so well that we added it to our menu. And then our candy pokies are any types of sweets that you can think of that we would incorporate it with the fresh fish. So that's for today. But we have other candy pokies like lihimui. We got honey garlic, which is very popular. Then we got our basic pokies and stuff like that. So we got to see if this guy's willing to try. Man, you want to try? Look, she's having a chocolate drizzled Oreo cookie ahi poki.
And how is it?
It's excellent.
Awesome. What inspires you?
Having fun, customers. Most of our ingredients are either done by mistakes or by suggestions of customers. And then that's how we learn how to cook. So anything you like, we can do for you.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Well, just look us up on Instagram at The Hub, and we'll tell you where we at. And if you guys seen this on TV, just tell them you seen them, and we give you a discount. Regular price $10, for you $12. The Portuguese special. And if you like musubis, we got the best kind in a cup. Because us Portuguese, lazy. We cannot make musubis. So we can put anything you like in a cup, can hide them in your pocket. Okay.
When you feel like Vegas, there's just one place to stay. Grab a drink at the Hallowbaloo bar. There's just one place to play. We got a fresh, hot look, a new sports book. We got those local meals, just like Auntie cooks. Aloha spoken here. Bet you find it at the cow.
Book now at thecow.com.
We hope that you've enjoyed our show this week. I'm going to leave you with a rich thought for the day. The harder you work for something, the greater you'll feel once you achieve it. Think about it. Until we meet again, I'm Jessica Lonnie Rich. Take care.
Oh, my, it's a beautiful world. I like surfing Waikiki. I like to paddle out beyond the white breakers, where a man can still be free, or a woman if you are one. Yes, I do like surfing Waikiki. My, it's a beautiful world. My, it's a beautiful world. Oh, my, it's a beautiful world. My, it's a beautiful world.
The hardest thing in life is letting go of a loved one. Finding the right provider can be essential in your time of need. Celebrate your loved one with Ballard Family Mortuaries. We offer a full range of cremation and burial services on Oahu, Maui, Hilo, and Kona, with professional guidance and specialized attention you can trust at the most affordable cost. Call us today for a free consultation on funeral service options available to you and your family. Ballard Family Mortuary Group, serving Hawaii since 1997.